Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and thank you for tuning in. I am in my village. I have just arrived from Johannesburg and I'm here to do quite a number of things that I need to take care of. And I'm noticing that I have new neighbors, people are building. This is what I like to see. People developing and doing something in the rural areas. I'll be showing you how beautiful these houses are going to turn out to be. Around here, we used to be very few houses. My house is right there on top when you look up there. So we used to be very few around here. So it's very, very interesting to see people that are coming into the rural areas and building on tribal land. This is a great thing to do because that's what I always preach about and I always talk about people coming back to the rural areas and making sure that they invest on tribal land. So this is wonderful to see. Guys, I'm here for so many reasons. First things first is to make sure that we tackle our second phase of harvesting maize and also taking care of our livestock. It is winter. Livestock is dying because of hunger. We're coming to make sure that they have everything that they need, the animals, so that we can be able to feed them. There's nothing on the ground to feed from, so we are here to make sure we take care of so many things. I always feel so good when I come in the house and I look through the window and I look through the mountains. I feel so peaceful. Guys, anyway, my name is Velile. I am a lifestyle blogger from South Africa. On this channel, I talk about everything lifestyle, from home decor, home living, food, and travel. But I have a great passion for rural development in South Africa, and I am a small farmer myself. So I will be taking you through my small farm to show you what I have been doing and also what I'm doing to make sure that I sustain this farm while I'm working in Johannesburg and live in this rural area in KwaZulu-Natal. So I balance between the two provinces, which is Gauteng in Johannesburg and also KwaZulu-Natal, to take care of things around in the house. So as I'm looking through the window at the back, I'm looking through my plowing field where we plow our maize and all types of crops. So I've noticed that it is about time for us to go harvesting. So I'm going to be taking my husband. We are going in there. We are in here. We are on our plowing field right now. As you can see, the house is right there on top. So we went around to get into the plowing fields. I came with my husband, who's coming to check what's going on with the maize so that we can decide whether we can take it off right now. It has to be very dry so that we can be able to make sure that when we grind it to make maize meal, it is in the right condition. So my husband is checking on something like that. This is what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be harvesting the rest of this field because it needs to be harvested. So my husband is checking to see if it is ready to be harvested because we cannot just take it off. I mean, like, this is the second phase. We did harvest the maize before and it came out so scrumptious. It was so nice and beautiful and so soft. And now we had to leave part of it so that we can be able to make sure that we use that for maize meal. So I'll be showing you guys how much we are going to be harvesting today. I came with a lot of people who are coming to help us here. It's not only me and my husband, but we have other people who are coming in to help us. So we'll be harvesting all of that and it's time to work. This weekend, it's been work, 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 and nothing else but work. That's the life in the rural areas. That's the life of a little small farmer. Subsistence farming is all what is that you see around here. We want to grow to be big farmers, but we've just started. So I'll be showing you how we have started and how we are maintaining our little small farm around here in the village. And I'm hoping that this is going to encourage everybody else. So let's roll out our sleeves as my husband is showing. Then we're going to be make sure that we are harvesting and we're getting food out of what we have planted before. So we are just reaping fruits of our hard work that we have been doing throughout summertime. This is winter and we are going to be eating out of our field one way or the other. This is what I'm always talking about. I'm always talking about, guys, that we have to make sure that the land works for us. It's feeding us and it's also creating income for us. So here is what we have harvested in this weekend. It's quite a lot of maize and we are going to be doing a lot of it. I'm going to have a team of people who are going to be helping me to just take it apart because we have to make sure that we take maize out and then we are going to be grinding it to make maize meal. And then whatever is left over, we'll be giving it to the animals. So we are creating food not only for the human beings that are living around here but we are also creating food for our livestock. So I'll be showing you guys how we go about doing that. We use this machine to grind the maize to make maize meal out of it. So my husband is showing our little niece how to do this. Anyway, guys, we are here to do so many things. I told you it is all about work on our farm. So this is what we do. So when we are not in Johannesburg working in the city, we are in the village, and we also come in and work because there's so much to do to make sure that we maintain our village lifestyle, especially our small farm. So this is hay that we've just bought. It is about 15 rolls of big hay that we bought for animals to be able to feed on, because right now there is no food. I mean, like, animals are really, really suffering. When they go out grazing, they can't find food because it is very dry. It's in the middle of winter in South Africa. So animals are unable to find food. So we make sure that we go and buy all of this and bring it home so that the animals can feed on. One day we'll be creating this on our own as a big farm. So right now we still buy it in the nearest big farm that is not too far from us. So this helps us a lot around during winter, and animals really enjoy this because they feed on it. So one way or the other, you have to invest in your land, and invest in your farm, and invest in your animals, and make sure that you keep them alive, because this is the main thing that you need to make sure that you take care of your investment. When you are a small farmer, you have to make sure that animals are fed and the animals are taken care of, with their medication, injections. There's so many things that we are not going to be able to show you here, but we do a lot to be able to maintain this little small farm that we have here. It is still basically for subsistence farming. It is not a big farm, but we are getting there. We are going to grow slowly and get there. So this is sort of like my way of motivating anybody else who wants to start off. You can start off with just one cow and two cows, and they will grow. We started with very, very few. I remember my husband just bought three when we started, and they've grown to be so many. Similar to the goats, as you can see, we had like very few goats about few years ago, and they've grown to be so many. And this is just one of the things that I would like to encourage people to look at. When you're moving into the rural areas, you make sure that the land that you live on, which is tribal land, it works for you and also create income for you and also feed your family. This is what I always talk about. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up, and thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment on this video. I really appreciate your comment and your suggestions. Also, guys, I'm looking for villages that I can explore when everything is all good in South Africa. I'm looking forward to a list of villages that I can explore around in the Eastern Cape. I'll be heading towards the Eastern Cape once everything has cleared. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate you. All the best.